Hello, my name is Kelly Harless. I, at the age of 61, am actually the new kid on the block here, which is hard to believe. I ran for City Council in 2018 and am currently serving as the Deputy Mayor after a few years of serving as a council member. Like many other council members who have spoken already and before me, I was born with a heart of service, I think is the best way to put it, and I grew up in a family that did not allow much complaining. If we ever dared to complain, the refrain was, what are you going to do about it? So I learned very early on to take action if there was something I didn't agree with or that I wanted better. We have lived in Solana Beach for over 20 years. We came here with my oldest child when he was just a few months old, and I have raised 3 children in this city. I was super involved in the school system, and at one point was encouraged to join the Parks and Rec Commission, which is a group that helps bring the community together with various events like movie night and Paws in the Park and the tree lighting ceremony. And through that process, I got to know a lot of people in Solana Beach, some movers and shakers and some people with who just like to volunteer and make things happen. And I think most importantly, it gave me an opportunity to involve my children. You know, they were fairly young at the time, but they would help serve refreshments at the movie night, and we helped carry rocks to the community center as it was being remodeled. And I just developed a tremendous pride in my city. And I realized in some ways how perilous things are in a city like ours and how things can change. And I met people who had helped make change happen and were working to preserve some of the aspects of Solana Beach that were the best. I worked on candidates' campaigns who shared values that I had, including Judy Hagenauer. And in 2018, I was asked, well, gosh, do you know anybody who might want to run for council? And I actually suggested, who is on the council with me now, Christy Becker. And so I was working with her to support her when unexpectedly a council member stepped down, another slot opened up, and I jumped in kind of late in the game and scrambled to run a campaign and was fortunately successful. Yes, so the global pandemic hit just a year after I took office. And I happen to have a background in medicine and sciences, so I worked closely with, at the time, Mayor Edson and the city manager. And those were tough times. Everything was just unknown. And so there was always the question, are we being too strict? Are we being too relaxed? Are we putting the community at risk? Are we hampering the ability of our businesses to thrive? It was walking a line that we didn't know. And I feel like we handled it as best we could. I'm sure there were some mistakes we made along the way, but I think in general, Solana Beach pulled through it pretty well, and we did our best to support people impacted the most by the pandemic.